Championship Sunday here at HCS Raleigh, and Halo is back, man. It's back on LAN. We've got a big event behind us. We've got the 343 suit right here as well, and we've got all kinds of players here for the live event. So we're going to have a look around the venue and see what's going on downstairs. Well, Rockstar Energy are giving a crazy vehicle away, so have a look at this bad boy over here. If you get Rockstars at the event and you have a lucky tab when you open one, then you could win this. So I'm about to buy at least 10 of those. But this thing is absolutely crazy. This is a Jeep, in case you couldn't tell, but it's been modded to be very, very Halo-esque. I feel like someone from Texas should win this, because like that's where you can live your best life. So there's up to 4 streams happening at the same time here at this event. We've got the 3 streams and then the main stream just over here. Of course, this is Championship Sunday, so we had the open bracket just to my left over here. Now it's just mostly a free-for-all for people to just play with each other, but you still have some big teams playing just over here. eUnited were screaming at some people as they were tying the score over there earlier on, so that's been quite entertaining to watch, and there's more commentators covering those games just behind us. Behind the curtains over there. So there's a lot happening at this event, and there's thousands of people here, and it's really good to see, especially with what's been happening in recent times. To see so much life on LAN is really fantastic. How was your experience here? Like, when was the last time you were at a LAN like this?
I would say the last major LAN I went to was Atlantic City in 2019, and that was obviously before everything had happened, so it's been quite a long time. I think that was a September time tournament, so it was nice to get back out.
All right, so how's your experience here then as a player?
It was great to see a lot of people that I haven't seen in a long time, and it was great to meet a whole lot of new faces.
So you see there's some big names who made a quick return to Halo, like Snipedown,
yeah,
who's back, and I can see he was competing just a little earlier on as well. Is that like, how important is that, do you think, for the game to have those guys come flooding back to play the game?
I think for a lot of the older fans that, I've been watching Snipedown since 2008 when he was on Straight Ribbon, but before that he was on Triggers Down. I've been watching him for a very long time, and for a guy like me to see those guys coming back and playing, it's always nice to see some of the older guys come back. Getting to see the big team battle with Walshy and Ogre 2 playing together again was really cool. Anytime you get to see some of those guys, it's really fun. And even Formal coming back, he was a better player in Reach than he was in Halo 3. But him coming back from CODs reinvigorates the scene too, because it's fun. We get to cheer for them, and some of the fresh blood that might have been watching like Snipedown play Apex, and some other people watching Formal play COD, they get to see how good they are at every FPS they pick up. It's crazy.
So what do you think of the current game then?
I think we have a game that is very solid. I think we have the foundation of the game is very good. I think you're going to see the meta change a lot, because there's going to have to be some balance changes made to some of the weapons and things going forward.
Yeah.
But that's the same with every esport. You see changes come in with different seasons. It might be different splits, and people will just have to adapt to the game. And you see a lot of teams, like the team I lost to in winners bracket round 4 made top 12, Team War. Those are guys that played Halo 5, but they adapted to the game very quickly and upset some really good teams. So it's kind of cool to see the first event. There were a lot of big upsets coming out of the open bracket, so that was awesome to see.
You suck! All of you! You suck! You suck! You suck! And you suck!
Halo's always been home for me, right? I started as a Halo competitor. I went over to Optic Gaming to do Call of Duty coaching from them when Halo died out, and from there, they actually removed the Call of Duty coach the first event that I coached for them, and they took that out. But then Halo overall, literally, it's just home. It's what started me on the path that I'm on. I knew Infinite was going to be incredible. They said it was supposed to be a 10-year game life cycle. So,
yeah. So let's say for younger players who maybe this is their first Halo, like what do you think of the key skills to have to be good at Halo? Like, what do you look for in a potential teammate?
Skills to have for sure in Halo, I think raw skill and shot is super important. But I think the reason why a lot of raw skill and shooters don't do so well in Halo is because if they don't have the veterans and people who have that basic Halo knowledge to help mold you into like
Yeah.
doing the right plays. Because a lot of people with like raw talent will literally just try to outgun you, right?
Yeah.
They get one person weak, they only focus on that one person versus like Halo, I feel, is a game of chess versus like some other games are checkers, right?
So you were saying that your team has become an official org recently. Tell me about that.
So Status Quo became official org. My partner Andrew Gordon, he couldn't make it out here unfortunately due to some family issues. But he is basically almost like Hector's right-hand man. He was there along Optic the entire way. He always wanted to get into esports a little bit more, and he's helped me make this dream into a reality, right? This is kind of how I started my Halo career as well. Started Status Quo, and then I joined Optic, so these are the only two brands I've ever represented. And seeing, my whole Optic family, Mbos with his Rich and Lonely brand, Big Timer with his Green Wall Street, Nate Shaw with the 100 Thieves, and Hector obviously being that head mentor above us all, it just seemed right that was the path for me, because I always wanted to compete, and this is something that I love. So building that org is just a passion project already, and I already not obviously I guess, but from everything I've learned from all those mentors, it's like I've been set up to build it as big as I can.
Pretty awesome. Well, if anybody wants to support this organization, then you know the people to speak to. Anything you want to say to the people out there?
Thank you for all the support this entire weekend. If you were here, if you came up to me, making this tournament the best first tournament as an organization as it could have been, thank you very much for it. My team, obviously, and everyone part of the Status Quo family, man. Hashtag Fear the Quo.
I'm here with the man Goldenboy at Championship Sunday here in Raleigh, right?
Yeah, Raleigh, North Carolina. It's a pleasure to be back. I mean, this town is legendary for not only Halo but MLG events. You know, I used to compete here. Like, this was actually the place where it was my last event in Call of Duty that I competed at, was right here in Raleigh. So
Really?
yeah, this place means a lot to a lot of us.
So I used to watch MLG events online, but I never went to one myself, being stuck in Europe. So this is like, when I've been to like DreamHacks and things like that, I've never been to something like this.
Yeah.
But even for me, there's a big nostalgia factor here, but also seeing so many people in a LAN place again after so much time where we haven't been able to have that.
Yeah.
The open bracket area as well. That's what's been super, super awesome.
Yeah.
So how's it been for you?
Oh, it's been fantastic. It really has been a wild ride. There's been so much of that, like a lot of adversity, for the Halo community, coming out of Halo 5 into Master Chief Collection, not being able to have events again, not having a new game for a while. So this was just like an awesome, I guess, coming out party for Halo, for the HCS, just to show like Halo's here to stay, and if anything, it's only going to get better from here.
I know you've been really excited to be working on Halo. So what are you doing at this event?
Yeah, so I'm casting alongside Walshy, legendary Halo player from Final Boss, who fans may know if you followed MLG back in the day. It's a pleasure to be back casting, because typically, like, I do a lot of hosting, and I've had hosted a lot of CS events. I've done Valorant, I casted Valorant too, but a lot of people know me as a host, which is completely fair. But my passion and love has and always will be Halo and Halo commentary. So to just have an opportunity to be able to do this is like, it's a dream come true for me, man. Like, I've done a lot of really cool things, but for me, like, nothing beats casting Halo. Really.
The DNA.
Yeah, it's like this in pro wrestling. It's like one of those two, and you know exactly what that's like.
Absolutely.
So that's really what it is, man. It's beautiful.
Yeah, we got some pro wrestlers in the audience as well, which is pretty cool. But the match is about to start, so I'll let you get back to that. But thank you very much.
Hey, anytime, brother. Thank you so much.
Cheers,
I love
man.
this, man.